Hey everybody, Phil Crute here, Comedy, Cigars, and Music, and today's cigar for review is the Serino Royale Medio. Off the foot and wrapper, I'm getting some hay, barnyard, chocolate, which smells exactly like an M&M, and some spice. It's kind of making my nose tingle. Ugh. Okay, so right off the bat here, flavor-wise, a little bit of earth and sweetness. It's kind of a bready note in there as well. A little bit of sweetness and earth on that retrohale. The finish is giving me just a little bit of bready sweetness on that finish, with just a little bit of what I would say is a white pepper spice starting to come in right at the top of my mouth. It's just like barely there, more of a tickle. All right, cool. Alrighty, so sorry, I just got something there. A little bit of caramel there on the retrohale. So flavor-wise, I would say this is a very mild cigar right now. The flavors are there, but they're very, very mild. I would say on the what I've been getting though out of the flavors are some earth, a little bit of sweetness, and a bready note in there every so often. As far as the retrohale goes, I got that caramel just now. That's the first time I got that. But I've been getting some earth and some powdered sugar. So that was kind of interesting. To me, it was a very distinct powdered sugar. And on the finish, there's just a little bit of sweetness. That white pepper spice, actually, until these last few puffs, that white pepper spice has been there, just very subtle, but that's pretty much fading away now. So it's just the earth, and I've gotten some roasted coffee every so often on that finish as well. The burn has been awesome. No issues with the burn line. So when I was getting set up to do this review today, I was just cleaning stuff off and getting my stuff around, and this story out of nowhere popped in my head. And this happened when I was, oh man, I had to be like five or six. Anyway, my mom and I are sitting in the car. My brother and sister had gone in to Hook's drugstore, which those don't even exist anymore. I don't even know who bought them out, if it was CVS or Walgreens or maybe neither of them. But anyway, we're sitting there in the parking lot. Our windows are down. It's a hot summer day. And there's a car beside us with their windows down. And it's a mom in the front seat and then a kid probably about my age in the back seat. And he just keeps, through the window, he just keeps calling me and my mom names. Have no idea why. We didn't know this kid. Anyway, this goes on. The mom doesn't say anything, and my mom's telling me just to ignore him. So anyway, about 5 or 10 minutes of this goes on. Probably about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 10 minutes, a little bit long, but definitely 5 minutes. I mean, it was an extended time where, even as a kid that young, I'm thinking to myself, why isn't his mom saying something? So anyway, his mom finally says something, and here's the only thing she said. "Shut up, Wilbur." Wilbur. And you know what? He did. He shut up. I still wonder about Wilbur sometimes. Wonder how he's doing. Wilbur just seems like an odd choice for a name. And I have had 0 touch-ups on this. This cigar is definitely not being a Wilbur. Okay, so we are rounding off the first third here. Flavors haven't really changed a whole lot. There has been a little bit of this, best way I can think of it is like a watered down roasted coffee on the draws there for the flavors. But everything else that I had mentioned before has pretty much stayed the same. That white pepper spice is kind of intensifying just a little bit. It's kind of coming back here as I'm reaching the end of the final third, or the end of the first third here. The smoke output has been really good. The burn line has been awesome. I just showed you guys that. I've had no problems there. The ash fell off on its own in a solid clump, and as you can see, there's not a huge point to that ash, so that's nice. There has been a little bit of a salted butter note in there too as well. I think if you're a fan of mild cigars, geez, Pete, maybe not hold the smoke in front of my face, right? I think if you're a fan of mild cigars, I think you would like this cigar. I'm not going to knock the cigar. I'm not a big mild cigar fan, but this cigar is performing how I'm assuming it's designed to perform. So can't criticize an elephant for not being a lion, you know? All right, so flavor-wise, we're kind of staying a lot of the same here. Some of that sweetness on the flavors has kind of backed off a little bit, but there's still that nice roasted coffee there. I would say this cigar is kind of bumping up more to a mild to medium, is what I would say. Like if we were at a pool party, started out kind of in the mild section, and now it's kind of dipping its toes, maybe going knee deep into the medium. So we got that going. Still that nice bready note, a little bit of butter coming in there on the flavors now. On the finish, that white pepper spice, I'm telling you, it's just a nice little coating there. Nothing intense whatsoever, just a nice little coating. Some of that roasted coffee on the finish, just a hint of sweetness on the finish there. Retrohale, some of that roasted coffee, a little bit of earth in there as well. All right, cool. So a little bit about this cigar. This cigar I actually got from my Atlantic Cigar grab bag sampler. I actually did a unboxing or whatever on that a little while ago. I'll put a link or whatever to that here. This cigar has an Ecuadorian Habano Claro wrapper, and the binder and fillers are from Nicaragua. Speaking of pool parties, does it seem like every time you go to a pool party there's like that one guy that's just a little too ambitious in the pool? Like, I can't think of a pool party I've been to where there isn't that one guy that wants to be like the master diver off of the diving board, or I don't know. Is it just me, or do those guys kind of seem like goalies? Maybe they're just Wilbur's. All right, rounding off the cigar here. So, flavor-wise, here in the end of the final third, things have really started dying back, but within the final third, had a little bit of caramel sweetness, some earth, that roasted coffee and black pepper spice were the most present, but they were still fairly subtle. On the retrohale, at times I got a little bit of that caramel, but it was basically just a kind of an earth through that retrohale. On the finish, that white pepper spice for me has kind of been the highlight of this cigar, because it's just nice and present there, but it's not overwhelming. It just kind of ties everything together. It's really good on the finish. That roasted coffee still present on the finish. There were a couple times during this final third where I really thought it was going to turn out to be a full medium, but it got about knee deep in the pool, and it's like, ooh, I'm not a good swimmer. So it kind of backed off there. As far as the burn goes, I have had 3 minor burn touch-ups here in the final third. So it was pretty strong, like I said, all the way through the first third, no burn touch-ups. Second third, I thought I was going to have one, and I ended up kind of rolling the cigar as I was smoking it, putting it down where there was the issue, and it fixed itself. But the final third has needed a little bit of help there, kind of like a tag team partner. What was your favorite tag team? And I think mine was the Road Warriors. I always thought they were cool. Smoke time for this cigar came out to 1 hour and 45 minutes. Guys, as always, thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this review, have enjoyed other reviews, other videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to check out the shop. I've got cool plans for what I want to do with that. Any questions or comments, please leave them below. I will get to them as they come along. Wilbur, if you're out there, I still think of you, buddy. Until next time, guys, be cool to each other, and I will see you soon.